joining us is the Chair of Senate Budget, Lindsey Graham from South Carolina. Welcome, Mr. Chairman. You've been preaching sanctions for Russia for a long time. Some on the right said don't help Ukraine. Some on the right said bombing Iran would lead to World War III, which it did not. How do you see the current state of war in both Ukraine and the Middle East?
Well, the bombing action by President Trump to help Israel has really degraded Iran's nuclear capability. Here's the way I see the world. The Ayatollah in Iran is a religious Nazi. He's been hurt bad between us and Israel. His nuclear ambitions have been obliterated but not completely destroyed, and you got to watch him. So he wants to kill all the Jews, purify Islam, and come after us. Putin wants to recreate the former Soviet Union, the Russian Empire. He wants to take countries that are not his. In the mid-90s, Ukraine gave up 1,700 nuclear weapons with a promise that their sovereignty would be respected by Russia. Putin broke that promise. He's not going to stop until somebody makes him stop. So Trump has been tough on Iran, who is incredibly dangerous, but they're in a weakened state. And Putin, your turn is coming. You know, Donald Trump is the Scotty Scheffler of American politics and foreign diplomacy, and he's about to put a whooping on your ass. What's going to happen here is that Trump is going to impose tariffs on people that buy Russian oil. China, India, and Brazil, those three countries buy about 80% of cheap Russian oil. That's what keeps Putin's war machine going. So President Trump's going to put a 100% tariff on all those countries, punishing them for helping Putin. Putin can live through sanctions. He could give a damn about Russian soldiers. But China, India, and Brazil, they're about to face a choice between the American economy or helping Putin. And I think they're going to come pick the American economy.
All right, Chairman, Israel is our friend, but defending Christians is a passion.
Yeah.
Obviously, you noticed what happened. What is your reaction to what is going on in the Middle East as it relates to Christians being targeted?
Well, Christians are being targeted all over the Mideast. There was a Catholic church burned in the West Bank. I'm incredibly upset by that. I'm an unapologetic supporter of the state of Israel. As a Christian, you can go to Jerusalem and worship safely. As a Muslim, you can do the same. It's a very religiously diverse country. But what's happening in the West Bank bothers the hell out of me. You had a Palestinian Catholic church burned to the ground, and I want to find out who did it, and I want them to be punished. And if it was settlers from the West Bank, Israelis, I want them to be punished. So I'm going to write a letter to the Israeli government. I want accounting for what happened. Mike Huckabee, our ambassador to Israel for the United States, has been awesome. He's a great friend of Israel, but he went to the community in question and he told the people there that America would get to the bottom of this. And a young American Palestinian, 20 years old, was killed in the West Bank visiting his family. This needs to stop.
All right. Let me ask you to put on your budget chair hat for just a second. Reconciliation, overwhelming success. You navigated an incredibly small majority and got it done. Is there a second round of reconciliation? And if so, what does it hold?
Yeah, I think we'll do more reconciliation. We want to do more energy. We want to do things that Democrats won't allow us to do. That requires 60 votes, but we can do it through reconciliation. We want more defense spending. Every time we try to increase the defense budget, Democrats want more social spending. We need to be very aggressive in the energy sector, using reconciliation as a tool where Republicans can improve our ability to grow our energy footprint. I want to do more cuts in reconciliation, maybe another tax cut or two. So the bottom line is, here's the untold story of rescission and reconciliation. It's Donald Trump. He's on the phone morning and noon night, all night, gathering up the cats, trying to get these bills passed. What we've done in 6 months under President Trump is historic. The largest tax cut in American history, the largest spending cut in American history, the safest border in American history. We've done all that in 6 months because of President Trump's leadership. I said during the campaign, you can't have Trump policies without Trump. And the untold story here is that the Congress has been good ally of President Trump, but he, through his will, has gotten these bills passed, and there's more to come, and there's another rescission package coming.
All right, before I let you go, it sounds like congressional Republicans are listening to Trump. What advice do you have for Vladimir Putin on whether or not it is wise to ignore what Donald Trump asked you to do?
The game has changed when it comes to you, President Putin. You have played President Trump at your own peril. You made a major league mistake, and your economy is going to continue to be crushed. We're flowing weapons to Ukraine, so Ukraine will have the weapons to fight Putin back. But here's what I would tell China, India, and Brazil. If you keep buying cheap Russian oil to allow this war to continue, we're going to tariff the hell out of you, and we're going to crush your economy, because what you're doing is blood money. You're buying cheap Russian oil at the expense of the world, and President Trump is tired of this game. If I were President Putin, I would get to the table soon, because he's about to get crushed.
Blunt and plain spoken as ever. The gentleman from South Carolina, Chairman of Senate Budget, Lindsey Graham, thank you for joining us on a Sunday night.
Thank you.